Hello guys, welcome to today's live stream by Aglogains. I'm very excited for today's video because after a long day, long time, we have actually seen a huge profit in the account. The market has been range bound for quite a while. So today the market started trending really good, and Bank Nifty has made huge highs like we have seen. So without further ado, let us quickly go ahead and share my screen, and you guys can see my PNL account for the day, and then we'll get to the real meat of the stuff for today, which is short straddle versus short strangle. Which of these strategies is good from an intraday perspective when you're playing with a stop loss? Okay, that's the whole point for today. So guys, let us quickly go ahead and look at the screen right now. So I hope you all are able to see my screen here. I'll quickly walk you through what we are seeing. So this is my current positions. My total PNL for the day is around 91,000 rupees. That is because I still have a couple of open positions, but all the closed positions that I have done, let me just show you in sensible here. So all the closed positions, now if you see, these are all the positions out of which, if I look at all my closed positions, right, which is these ones right here. Let me go ahead. This is one of the big ones, MIS, and MIS, right? So if you see, these are the four MIS positions that we have. MIS meaning intraday positions. Now if you see in the MIS positions, the total PNL that we have made for the day is 1.04 lakh rupees, which is 1 lakh, around 3,900 to 4,000 rupees is what we have made in this single day, trading with about I would say around 24 lots or 28 lots, right? Something around those lines. But this is how my position is on the whole. Okay. Now let us look at what helped us get to this level and how the market performed for today. If you see, today the market was in a huge bull run. Okay. So yesterday, if you remember, we had drawn these lines which were held true today also, because the market opened down below. Okay. Opened here, went up but couldn't break the high that we have drawn yesterday, the level. It has come down drastically, so the level was valid for us. Then the market was a bit range bound here, and immediately after this 11:05 candle, the market shot up, and from there it broke the upper resistance here, which is the day high. Then it went up, retested a bit. If you see here, there's a pullback, there's a retest that happened. A lot of people, if they have entered here with a stop loss somewhere just below this, there's a good chance that it came and hit the stop losses. Okay. But after testing this, the markets went, made a new high, again was range bound for quite some time. It was sideways for a while, then again made a new high, then was again range bound for quite some time, and ended the day here. So overall, on a day-to-day basis, today we had made, I think, let us quickly see here. Okay. So anyway, I think on a day-to-day basis, Bank Nifty has made 1.1% of movement that you can see right here in the Bank Nifty side. It has made 1.1% movement on a day-to-day basis. Now, before you go ahead and ask me, Nihant, how's the PNL? How did you do so well? All of this, talk a little bit about the strategy. Let me first show you that this is my verified PNL, okay? Which is why I wanted to show you this as well. This is my sensible account. Now, if I click on my verified PNL here, this is my verified PNL, okay? I can publish this directly onto Twitter, okay? So this is my link. I will also post this link as, as a comment on this YouTube video so that you guys can look at it, get a little bit more motivated and inspired by looking at our performance here. See, to be honest, guys, yesterday, day before yesterday, the day before that, we were in a run of losses. I will talk to you about why that is also when I'm talking about my monthly PNL statement, but this is a good breath of fresh air. All right. Now let us get to the crux of the topic for today, which is short straddle versus short strangle. Which of these strategies is good? Which of these strategies do I personally execute on a daily basis? And today's PNL, the profit that you are seeing for today, right? Which strategy has helped us get to the profit that you see for today? Okay, so let us look at all of this on a very detailed level, and we'll be able to look at all the strategies, compare these both, and get to a conclusion. Okay, now quickly let me just share my screen. So right here you would be seeing the short straddle strategy, which is a very simple strategy to create, guys. It's a very simple strategy to create. So let me just delete all of this and create a brand new short straddle in Bank Nifty. So I go to Bank Nifty. Easiest way to create a short straddle, and what I like to do, or what I used to do before, is exactly at 9:20. The reason why we say 9:20 is because 9:15 the market opens, there is huge movements. You look at any 9:15 candle, the candle is always very, very has higher highs, higher lows. There's huge volatility in the morning. Okay, so that is why we leave that 5-minute candle and then we take a position at 9:20. So exactly at 9:20, what we would have to do is we'd have to sell at the money call option and at the money put option. That's it. It's that simple. This is a short straddle. It's that simple to create. At the money call options and at the money put options is all you need to create a short straddle. Okay. Now, the beauty of this strategy, or why this strategy works, is because it works with the help of stop losses. Now you have entered this strategy at a price of 104 rupees. Okay. Will you let this whole option premium, go higher and higher and higher against you? No, right? Because on the flip side, you only have a support of 137 rupees, right? If the market trends up, your call option that you sold for 104, if the market trended say 300 points above, the 104 price premium of the option would go to 404, right? Plus 300. But on the downside, your 44,500 put option, which you sold for 137 rupees, might come to 5 rupees or 10 rupees or 20 rupees, which means you have made 120 points on the put option, but on the call option you lost so much. You lost more than 300 points, which is a very bad trade to do, right? No one really does short straddles like this. How people execute short straddle is by putting a stop loss. The stop loss that I have seen that works for me is in 3 different parts. I will explain to you. These are things that you learn from experience, but I want to actually walk you through it. So the short straddle that I think that works, or the stop loss that I think that works for me, if the market is trending, and what I mean by trending, if it's a low VIX environment, which is volatility is less in the market, that means market can take directions faster, I will go with a 20 to 25% stop loss. Which means if I sold an option for 100 rupees, I would put a stop loss at 120 rupees, which is plus 20% of 100, right? Same way on the call side. If the volatility is more, if the volatility is increasing, I would not mind putting a stop loss of 30 to 40%. If the volatility is beyond 90, right? India VIX is beyond 90, I don't mind putting a stop loss of 50% also. These are rare of the rare case scenarios, okay? And that is where I put a 50% stop loss also. And if one side the stop loss is hit, this is very important, guys. If one side the stop loss is hit, which means if the market is trending and your 104 option, okay, let's say we do a short example here. We did this at 44,479. Let's say market went to 679. Let's see what happens. If market went to 679 and you look at your P&L table, the option that you sold, entry price of 1560, okay, has a target P&L of 1,125 on a single lot. You have a loss of 1,125, which means your 1,560 is currently at 2,687, right? 85, which is a lot, right? And you're in loss here, which is why what we recommend doing is put a stop loss at 104 plus 20%, because the market has gone up. The call stop loss will be hit, okay? If the call stop loss has been hit, which means if the market has trended higher, on the bottom side you will bring the stop loss to cost, which means my put stop loss will now be moved from whatever the previous was. The previous was premium plus 20%, right? It will now be brought to the cost, which is the premium that I entered, which means it will be brought to 137 rupees. This is how the total net loss on this trade would be a 20% loss, which is 20 points on a single lot. That is today. Okay. So that is the beauty of this strategy. If the market keeps trending, you make a 20-point loss on the call option, but on the put option, you have a potential of the whole 137 coming to zero, right? When the whole of 137 comes to zero, you gain all of 137 points minus 20 points that you lost as stop loss. Total P&L that for you for that day will be 110 points into the number of lots that you do. Okay. Simple. This is how the short straddle strategy works. The problem that I see with short straddle strategy, and which is why I stopped doing short straddle strategy, is because of a psychological issue. The psychological issue is short straddle will show you huge M2M swings, which means for a second you would be in a profit. If market is here, you would be in a 3000 profit. Market just moves by 60 points, your 3000 profit has dropped by 10%. Look at that, right? A small 20 point on an index that is 44,000 and above, a 20 point move is like a joke. A 20 point move is decreasing your PNL by 10%. What kind of psychological effect will it have on you, right? Same way, an upward move of, say, you were somewhere here at 44,360, market has moved only 40 points in your favor, came to 400, you're already in a profit of almost double, right? 1200, you are now at 2400, 50% higher. So M2M swings are huge in a short straddle. Unless you are a very experienced trader, unless you are someone who has seen started with one lot and slowly built that resistance, I would not suggest short straddle for people who are just entering into the market or beginners. Okay. Now let's look at what is the alternative. The alternative is to build a short strangle strategy. So let me show you how that is built and what is the difference. So a short strangle strategy is built by one leg in the money and one leg or one leg out of the money or one leg in the money. You can build it either ways. I like to build it in the money because then the time decay, okay, will be in our favor, but huge M2M swings will not be there. Okay, so let me show you how that works. So let us go ahead and build a new custom strategy. Okay, this is where the current market is. I would go ahead and sell this and sell this. So it's one leg out of the money. Okay, same way you can also do one leg in the money. So I could go sell this and sell this. Simple. Both of these create the same pattern, guys. I want you to understand the payoff charts. Both of these create the same payoff chart. Look at this thing. Okay, the payoff graph is the same. Now, what is the short strangle that we usually do? What is the short strangle that I teach you on my intraday basis? Is deep in the money short strangle, which is whatever option is closer to 400 rupees, 500 rupees, 300 rupees, depending on your risk appetite, you would go ahead and short that on the call side and put side. So let me show you how that works. Say in today's scenario, I went and sold this and I went and sold this. Okay. This is the short strangle that I create. Why do I do this? The reason I do this is if market is trending and 20% SL hits on one side, okay, say I sell it for 500 rupees and 20% SL hits, I lose 100 points, which is a lot, but the other side, I have 500 points that can come to zero. So Thursdays are my favorite days because Thursdays the entire 500 comes to zero if the market is trending beyond 500 points. So whatever happened today, if it would have happened tomorrow or if it will happen tomorrow, I will see a huge profit tomorrow. Which is why I love short strangle strategy, because it keeps you calm, it keeps you composed, it doesn't let your emotions come into picture, and that is why my favorite strategy to execute is short strangle strategy, and that is what has given us this huge profit that you are seeing for today. All this MIS profit that you see here, the 1 lakh plus profit that you see, that has come from our short strangle strategy that we have deployed. If you want to learn more about this short strangle strategy, you want to learn what are the details of this short strangle strategy, please feel free to check out the short strangle strategy videos in our YouTube channel. Ask me any questions that you have. I'll be more than happy to explain. Okay. Now, let me end this video by walking you through a small understanding of what Bank Nifty would look like tomorrow, what can we expect from the market, how I see it will perform tomorrow, and what is our plan of action. Okay. So let us quickly look at our screen here. Now, if you see, Bank Nifty has been range bound for quite some time, right? I'll switch to the 15-minute chart, okay? And let us move to the full screen here. Now, if you see, Bank Nifty has been range bound for quite some while, right? Let us clear out all the drawings here. So this was a huge area where Bank Nifty has broken this. It has gone up, okay? The next level of resistance that I see for Bank Nifty is obviously here on the higher side. Okay, it's a swing high somewhere here, and on the lower side it's here. Okay, so let us go ahead and mark this swing highs right here. There are smaller areas that can inhibit the growth of Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Okay, but majority wise, these are the levels that you will have to look out for. Okay, so tomorrow if Bank Nifty opens with a gap up, right, if it opens with a gap up and say it opens somewhere here, I will be highly bullish on the market. If Bank Nifty opens in the same spot and it shows good buying pressure in the beginning, then I would be bullish on the market. Again, me being bullish means nothing. I'm a non-directional trader. I do not take a directional view on the market. Whichever side, all I care about is market should be trending, and I think there is a good chance of market to trend. The reason is, if you see for a lot of days, right, many days, the market has been highly range bound, right? So for so far, here, there has been no movement, right? If you practically look at it, for all this period, the market has been in a range of, let us see, and let us understand why there is a problem. Okay, for all this period, just a second guys. Right, so look at this. For about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, which is a week, the market has been highly range bound and it's been playing within a 600 point range. It has broken that successfully today for the first time. I see this continue at least until it hits one of these levels, okay? Because there is no crucial level that will stop it at this point. And I have seen that Nifty and Bank Nifty usually move in boxes, right? So there is this term of box of 500, 500 and 500. If you look at the Nifty chart for today, you can see that it is at 19,500. So until it goes to 2000, I do not see a huge resistance, and which is true, right? Look at this, 2000, I mean 20,000. So until it goes to 20,000 or 19,700 at least, there is a first resistance here at 19,700. So tomorrow I see that the market might be slightly bullish, although please do not trade on just the basis of this. Do your own research. I am a non-directional trader, so it doesn't matter if market is up or down. I will take the same stance every day at 9:20. Okay. So this is my whole outlook for the day, guys. I'm really happy with the profits. There was a whole lull period of, in fact, let me just show you, right, just so that you guys understand. There's been a small lull period for me in terms of the PNL. If you look at this PNL here, I will show you my entire PNL at the end of the month. But if you look at this, Right from 7th August, right? Loss, there's a loss, there was a loss here, loss. Almost on a daily basis, I'll be very frank with you, our intraday strategy has been giving us losses. But the beauty of this is when it loses 20%. But today, when it gained, my 1 day's gain has covered up around 5 days worth of losses. So I'm in a great space at this point. Okay. Again, you should not let your day-to-day PNL account affect your trading psychology and your discipline. I'm a firm believer of that. So I hope that you guys also learn this small aspect from me. And if you have any more questions about this, I'll be more than happy to talk about trading psychology. I think that has really helped me in my trading journey. I love reading a lot about trading psychology, reading books by traders like Mike Douglas and so on and so forth. There's this book called Mark Douglas. I think I'm getting the name wrong. There is this book called Trading in the Zone. If I have to leave you with something today, please go ahead and if you're a serious trader, read this book called Trading in the Zone. I'm spacing on the author's name. Let us quickly look at that. Yeah, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Damn, I remember the name nicely. So, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I would really recommend that you read that book. It's a fantastic read, guys. I really love it. And that's it from me today. If you have any more questions and if you have any more doubts, please do reach out to me. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. I love you all deeply, and please do subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.